Welcome! For today's video, I'll be playing Hytale. This game has been in development for 10 years, and it just launched yesterday. I'm really excited to be playing it, because I actually play Bed Wars sometimes on the Hypixel server on Minecraft, and this game was developed by Hypixel Studios, so I'm really excited it is finally here. It's in early access, which means it's still in development. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally be playing it. And I played for about 5 to 6 hours yesterday when I bought it. So this is most of my gameplay. I've been making Minecraft videos lately, and it's been going pretty good. And I will still be making Minecraft videos, but I wanted to start making Hytale videos as well. Some of my favorite things about Hytale so far are the crafting, the world and the way the graphics look, the combat, and all the different animals and creatures that I've seen so far. First, I'll talk about the crafting. It's a little more complex than Minecraft, but it's still pretty simple. For example, you craft multiple different crafting benches for different things, such as a furniture crafting bench for crafting furniture and an armor crafting bench for crafting armor. I think it's really cool, and when I build my base later in this video, you'll see how fast the space gets filled with all the different benches. So the crafting is pretty cool. Next, I'll talk about the world and the graphics. I didn't do a lot of exploring, but from what I saw, there are different biomes, like Minecraft. And there are different animals and creatures in the different biomes, which is really cool. And I'm guessing there are different climate biomes, like a snowy biome, which would be awesome, and a desert biome. But overall, the different biomes I saw were pretty cool and had different types of trees and wood, so you can get creative with your builds. And for the graphics, the game looks beautiful. I love how it's like Minecraft, but still unique in its own way. The trees are different shapes. There are bushes with berries, and the leaves on the trees aren't blocky shaped. And the sky and clouds look really cool too. Overall, I would say it's really well done. And also, the ambient sound is awesome. The sound of birds chirping really makes you feel like you're outside, which I love. So yeah, the graphics and world are really well done. Next, I'll talk about the combat. It's very cool and very smooth. You can attack with regular attacks by left-clicking your mouse, or you can hold the left click on the mouse and it will build up a powerful attack that does more damage. Also, you have a special ability that builds up as you fight enemies and animals, and when it's filled up, you press Q on your keyboard and it will unleash a really powerful attack. Also, when fighting monsters that can attack as well, you can hold the right click on your mouse, and it will lift your weapon up to defend and block attacks, which is really cool. I had a lot of fun just running around and fighting different monsters and practicing my sword fighting skills. So overall, I would say the combat is really well done. Next, I want to talk about the building. I didn't do a lot of building, but there is a furniture crafting bench, which I think is really awesome. You can make all kinds of furniture, and they even have seasonal and miscellaneous furniture too, for different holidays and seasons. So there's plenty to be creative with, as well as different decorations to put on display. So overall, I would say the building is really good. Next, I'll talk about the animals and creatures. There are lots of different animals and lots of different creatures. I saw wolves, bears, turkeys, horses, chickens, pigs, birds, spiders, squirrels, foxes, skeletons, goblins, ogres, and some kind of elf-looking creatures. So yeah, there is a lot of animals and creatures. And one of the really cool things I discovered yesterday is that you can ride a horse without a saddle. So that's pretty awesome. And like I said, I didn't do a lot of exploring, and I still saw that many animals and creatures. Also, different type of animals and creatures drop different loot, including different types of hide that can be used for crafting armor and weapons. So overall, I would say the animals and creatures are really well done. Next, I'll talk about food. So right from the start, at least in my world, there are bushes with berries that you can pick and eat. They don't restore a lot of health, but it is nice that there's a way to heal yourself even when just starting out. From what I saw, there's no hunger bar like in Minecraft. There's a health bar and an energy bar. The energy bar is for when you run or use abilities in combat, and the health bar is restored when you eat food. You can acquire meat from different animals, and then you cook it over a fireplace. Or you can build a cooking bench to make more advanced meals. And if you don't want to eliminate animals, you can grow crops instead. I found some crops like carrots in a chest underground in a cave. And also, the farming is more advanced than Minecraft. You use a watering can to water the crops daily, and they grow over time. So it's a little more involved than Minecraft. But overall, I would say it's really well done. And lastly, I'll talk about digging. It's very similar to Minecraft, but there are different types of ore, and from what I saw, there are no diamonds. And some of the ore only spawns underground in certain biomes. For example, if you found a snowy biome, you might be able to find different ore when digging underground. And that ore has different stats when crafting armor. It's pretty cool and encourages adventuring, because if you want certain ore, you'll have to travel to different biomes to find it. And also, the caves are pretty cool. There are different monsters and creatures inside of them, and sometimes there are even chests that can have some pretty good loot. I also really like how ores stick out of the blocks they're in. It makes them a lot easier to spot. So overall, I would say the digging is very good. My overall review of Hytale would be a 10 out of 10. I'm going to be playing this game a lot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.